incident that I heard in the paper, actually I missed it in the paper, but I was at an NAACP meeting and it was mentioned there, and I've had other people mention it to me as well about, I don't know, I guess
custodians or something?
Yeah, custodians with
Right.
a inflammatory,
Apparatus.
whatever. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe you could describe what happened and what were the disciplinary actions taken.
I can. It's a very unfortunate thing, but it did occur, and we have not only acknowledged it occurred, but been very public about our follow-up and what we intend to do. I suspended 2 supervisors 24 hours after this incident. The incident was what it looks like is a noose. And that, for African Americans, is as hideous a symbol as the swastika is for moose or burning crosses or things. It was on a bulletin board in the maintenance office where the housekeeping crew comes in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They go to this one place to pick up all their keys for all the buildings to start their work, and they're on duty from 3 to 11 or 11:30 doing their work, and it was pinned. It's about that big, and it's pinned to a bulletin board in the room where they go to pick up the keys and the things. Supervisors, one of the supervisors' office, and one of our colleagues happens to be African American. He saw the symbol, said to his supervisor, "What is that?" Supervisor immediately took it down off the bulletin board, said, I don't think he was terribly aware, and threw it in the trash, said, "I'm sorry," apologized. And that doesn't excuse anything, and he's one of the 2 that have been suspended. We have since been in touch with the Orange County Human Rights Commission, and Nolly came over to a special training session that we had with that whole department that very Friday afternoon. We met with the Middletown NAACP folks, and I've got a meeting coming up with the regional NAACP. I think he's in White Plains. What we've asked them both for, and anybody else is to review our policies and practices and professional development, things that we do constantly at the college, for their advice and help. So I think the response of the college, this has been what you would expect. Okay? The worst thing I think that you can do in a situation like this is try to circle the wagons and say, well, we didn't really mean it. I think that doesn't help anybody. So we're renewing our efforts for both awareness and workplace violence and cultural awareness programs at the college of all employees, but we did start with that whole department and some of the security folks immediately.
These are all contract workers?
Yes, they're all employees. These are CSEA in maintenance. So and actually the county was involved as well because he's a union member, and so the HR office here was involved. The Middletown Police Department is carrying on an investigation. I think they're just about done.
Is there any admission as to who put it there?
No.
No? Not yet.
Or why it was there, or things. What we have found is, and this is good, it's good in the sense that good will come out of this. That this particular department, there's a lot of jokes that go on, things, and some of these things you might think are funny. An individual might think are funny. They're not funny, and we don't tolerate nonsense like this because of the repercussions and things. So there's several families now that have been hit hard, and the whole college community realizes what this is. We will renew our efforts to become not only more aware, but we're also, through cultural affairs in the academic departments, renewing our academic. That's what we do for a living, and So it's not only professional development and training, we're going to renew our efforts to build this into the curriculum in various places. So that's what happened, and that was our reaction to it.
Good. I think we have to take a proactive approach to anything like that.
You bet. Want to know about the dedications?
Yes.
I left with Lori's, everybody get an invitation so far?
Yeah.
I left with Lori some extra, just in case. I don't think we missed anybody, but thanks. Late afternoon, Thursday, March 24th, will be the dedication of Kaplan Hall. We had thought about waiting until the first phase of the whole campus is done, all the landscaping, but to be honest, Mr. Kaplan is getting older, and we didn't want to wait, and that's his home. A couple of weeks ago, after the spring semester began, I toured Kaplan Hall with Mr. Kaplan and one of our trustees, Joan Wolf, and Mr. Kaplan had been in the building many times, but never with faculty and students and things. At the end of about an hour and a half, we sat down, had a cup of coffee, and he was in tears. And he knows what this means to the county, to the city of Newburgh in particular. So he's really looking forward to the dedication. We have a nice gift for him. Thanks. We hope you can all come. We're trying to limit the talking heads to as few as we can get away with. And just so you know, we have, I know they're not members of the legislature anymore, but people like former legislator Marino and Jim Kulisek, and I think that worked very hard from day one in the site selection process, and will also be in attendance, and lots of other folks.
That's good.
Joe Venura has been very generous, and all of the hors d'oeuvres and things have been donated by Joe and Mary Venura.
Bill Larkin will be there.
Well, I don't think Bill would miss us. Yeah, he'll be there, and Pat.
Has Mr. Zion been invited?
Yes, sir.
We forgot something.
Did you give him the start time on speeches, or?
We actually gave him the end time, which is a good...
I was almost going to mention that it would be a good idea if we had festivities, then had speeches.
Yes, that's exactly the way we're going to do it. But we'll keep it to the program itself. Jimmy's helped us all along on this from Ed's office. I think we'll be less than 45 minutes. So we want to spend the time on tours. Our student ambassadors will be there to do tours.
Sounds good.
You said late afternoon, does that mean 3 o'clock?
Well, it's 5 to 7.
Oh, because I don't think I have gotten an invitation.
Oh.
There you go.
Not sure.
I'll have to check his mail.
I got it written down, that's
You
fine.
can't miss the color of the envelope.
Were you supposed
Is
to?
there going to be parking available?
Oh, yes. That week is, we picked that date because it's spring break. So the unfortunate thing is the students, well, there'll be a lot of students there, but we're not in session. So there's a lot of parking, and security will be right there to put you. You'll even like the parking structure. It's impressive.
Is the envelope the color of my...
That's it. If you see
Couldn't
one of,
miss it.
if you see one of those, that's it.
Okay. If no one else has any questions, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you at the opening. That concludes our
Motion to
agenda.
adjourn.
Second motion. All in favor?
Aye.
So passed.
That's gotta be disclosed to me.
Nah.
No?
No, we've had Harvey used to do real fast.